Hi, today I'll be showing you how to do exploratory data analysis. I'll be using a data set from the city of Raleigh Open Data, and it is based on pending and granting building permits. I'll be showing you first in Python, and then we will proceed to R scripting. Initially, we'll be importing the data set. I have imported from the website directly. The shape is it has 87 columns and about 140,000 records. The head of the data set is here. It shows the top 5 records. And the first thing that I would be doing here is removing the columns that have only one distinct value in them. So, for example, if you see the value in this column is only logical value, and that is yes. And the next is expired new permit number. It also has a very constant value. Jurisdiction has a constant value of I think it's city of Raleigh. Permit type is also one, and publisher is also unique. So all these 5 columns, they have just one value in them, so they don't make any sense, and so I dropped those columns. If you have anything like this in your data, this is a very good code snippet of that. You can use it. And the next thing I did was, for me, I did not require the dates that are present in the data set. So I eliminated the dates, the columns that end with date. So if you also don't require the date columns, you can just drop them like this. Not just date. If there are any other columns that are required, you can probably use something similar. Replace date with any other value that you think is part of the column name. The next thing I did was display the mean and the standard deviation of 2 columns, that is X and Y. I use transpose because it gives me a good visualization of my data. Now, what I would be doing is showing you the estimated project cost values, and I'll be implementing the interquartile range method to eliminate outliers. So the first thing that we see here is the mean and the standard deviation. We see that they are very much not in sync, so we have to. So there's definitely a lot of outliers in our data, and when we plot the box plot, we see that there are a lot of outliers. Now, to remove these outliers, we will be using the interquartile range method. According to Wikipedia, it is a measure of statistical dispersion being equal to a difference between the 75th and the 25th percentiles. Uh, so basically, we will be calculating the 75th percentile and the 25th percentile, and then we will be and the difference will be saved in IQR, and we will be taking the 1.5 of IQR, and that would give us the actual the good range of data which are within the limits. So this is a standard formula to do the IQR method. After the outliers are removed, we see that the data is reduced to just 130,000 records from the 140,000 records, and we see that the mean and the standard deviation are very close to each other now. The next thing that I would be showing you is how to get the frequency of a particular column. So I have the issue date month column, and I want to find the number of permits issued in a specific month. It doesn't matter which year it is, it's just a month column. So I'm not using the year column here, so it could be any year. So in the month of January, these are number of permits issued, and in February, these are the permits issued. And this is a very nice statement which helps you. It's a very quick statement that will help you get the frequency of a count in a specific value. Next, we will be implementing the similar concept in our script as well. I have uploaded the dataset again using the website link in the building permits data frame. The important thing here is the way I have again remove the distinct values from my data set. And again, a distinct value is those columns that have only one value in them. I have dropped those columns from my data frame. The next thing, again, what I did here is I have dropped the column names that end with date. So this is the script for that. Again, I have taken the mean and the standard deviation, and after as we already know that there is outlier in our data set. So I have taken the lower hinge of the first quartile and the upper hinge of the first quartile using these two statements, and step is the 1.5 of the difference of UH and LH. The next thing that I did was just keep the subset of the data that has the proper values, and all the outliers have been eliminated. After that, I have implemented the issue date month concept here. Again, issue month date this statement would give you the frequency of permits issued in the month of January of any year. So by using the group by and summarize count, we get the results by month and frequency. Or you can also alternatively use data frame table and your column name to give you the same result. I hope these these statements will help you in eliminating the unnecessary columns from your data set. I've always had problems while using my data for analysis and eliminating unwanted data from my data set. Like, these really help in giving you the right model for your data. All my code is available in GitHub at psaria under the repository of data mining. Thank you.